Hello, and we're back for the Marble League rafting. Let's get into it. Begin. I know this is late, but I was busy.
For the first time since 2019, the sounds of, to some, what may be a babbling brook, instead become a hotbed for competition as the rafting returns to the Marble League. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods, taking a look at the standings as they currently sit. The Pinkies are on top, 76 points to the O'Rangers 72, Team Galactic and Crazy Cat's Eyes back with 66 apiece. 10 points behind that, the winners of this event back in 2019, the Green Ducks. As we see this test run, our first look at an extremely challenging course. It starts nice and open, but there you see that first drop. There will be a couple of these probably as they streak down the middle. In some parts, the river itself not that much wider than the raft on which the teams place their trust. Another drop. Heavy vegetation. We saw that play a major part in this event back in 2019, keeping it out of the green stuff. Oh, you could hear the raft bottoming out on that drop, making sure that you can navigate where there is water and where it's going in the right direction of where you want it. That's going to be absolutely crucial. As the green squad comes through, 37.56.
They have Christmas merch? Ooh.
Well, back when this was done the first time, 33.74 was the Marble League record. And it's the Chocolatiers who lead things off. And down they go. 39.70 was their run. Back in 2019, they finished 13th. The Chocolatiers, for this one, are dead last in the standings. Oh, and they get almost high-sided. Now they've got it back down the middle.
I hear the chocolate guy.
One measure of success is seeing the craft wobbling back and forth. If you can keep it relatively straight, and you're keeping all that momentum going forward. Oh, and there is another pitfall. Not getting caught on the edges. If you keep it down the middle, they've lost one. They nearly lost two marbles there, and that is going to be 1 penalty second added to their time.
Okay, I was going to ask what happened with that.
Across the line they come, and in that example run also we saw that this drop down here has a bit of an eddy. Where you can get a couple of marbles caught, so we got to be extra mindful because this water is raging quickly. We work in reverse championship order. Mellow Yellow come up now. They were 14th back in 2019. When they get a bit wonky there, it put them to the right side through the first drop, and then reflexively kicked them to the left and got them momentarily hung up. That is a sharp drop that they just withstood. All four marbles still in the raft.
This is a rough course, man.
We know it can be done. We saw it in example run. Oh, this is eating time all over the place.
Doesn't look like they're going to get a penalty, though.
Pivoting around. You try to keep the rotations of the boat to a minimum. And 1.75 seconds is the difference. Second place. Balls of Chaos coming through now. A team that was actually in the top 5, 37.58 was their 5th place back in 2019.
Why do I feel like if Momo was in this, they'd automatically crash and lose 3 marbles?
Decent job! Oh, they get caught. They take on some water.
It's good Momo's not in this.
They managed to get it going again. Good burst of speed through here, but oh, they get wedged. Will they become unwedged? No, the water is just streaming over them at this point. It's waiting down the boat. They do get 2 tries, given the
Momo
speed of the water and the danger.
The Momo rule, because Momo got screwed over
ahead of time that 2 runs will be allowed.
That's why they had Momeri come in, because they had 2 marbles come down.
Stipulations with that. They did not do it on purpose. Oh no! They have done it twice. Well, that is not an accident if it happens twice like that. Oh no, that is disaster. They will not get a time. The Balls of Chaos will finish last. They are 13th in the Marble League so far through 6 events.
Even if you get a worse time, you know, you won't end up in 16th place.
The Midnight Wisps drop in, our silver medalists. The last time this event took place.
If you get stuck right before...
They're trying desperately to keep that boat pointed straight.
That would probably suck.
Slight pitch to it can sometimes bounce off of the vegetation and then wedged. Oh, I don't think they're going to get undone there. In fact, if you do get wedged, it is better not to try to fight it because you get that second try. It's kind of like the ball going into the ivy at Wrigley Field. Oh, no! The shortest run so far. And the Midnight Wisps have done it twice. They will get a 0. No time.
And they ended up worse than Balls of Chaos right off the bat. Dang, this thing's
Raspberry
killing
Racers,
people.
we saw last time silver medalist
Goodness,
get
this
wedged
is killing.
twice going in front of them.
2 teams back to back.
And that just proves how
Racers,
difficult
don't be
the
back to back to
conditions
back.
are today. That's saying nothing for the vegetation. It seems that both times that we saw the craft get wedged right there, it's been on the rocks. One of the narrowest sections of the entire course also comes at a point when the rapids are at their most turbulent. The team's struggling to keep the raft pointed straight at that crucial moment. And those who are going later in the order are going to have the benefit of that foresight to know that that is a dangerous part of the course. They are doing much better here. You can see the boat trying to turn on them. They get through the weeds once.
Yeah, the racers are trying.
2 more of them. They had a brief hang-up. But they are going further. Down the drop. All 4 marbles stay on. Well, given the high number of DNFs so far,
Oh, that's the best
it's
time.
not out of the realm of possibility to think that just finishing this course is going to give you a distinct advantage. And the Raspberry Racers didn't just take their time. Forget what I'm talking about. They put up a 36.18, and they go to first.
Yeah. Minty Maniacs.
The Minty Maniacs, very slow off at the gate there. They now have a new time to beat that's in the low 36s. They are trying and doing a good job so far. They've taken on a bit of water, but they're powering through it.
Almost got stuck.
Down the drop. Oh, it all goes wrong. They've lost 1 marble. I think 1 is hanging on just barely, but is not in a seat.
Oh, he's in the seat now.
Did they correct?
Oh, no, he's
oh
out
my
again.
Goodness. Twice now. One of the marbles has come out of the seat, and will it find its way back? Oh, desperately trying
they get a point for
and
acrobatics?
hanging on across the finish line.
Yeah,
That is grit and determination. Even though that was not a great time, the fact that they had 3 of the 4 on there when they very easily could have had 2 or even 1.
Still hang on despite
That
all that.
is a good recovery.
He gets points for effort in the book. Honestly,
It's team
that's impressive.
primary now. And amazing, they got
Well,
a silver
primary. Get
medal
something
just
for Momo.
2 events ago. Well, 3 events now. But they sit down in 10th in the standings out of 16 teams.
Yeah, no.
Team primary. Slow through there, perhaps being very purposeful with where they set this
Almost
craft.
well
That was a
done.
hard impact. Anytime you can hear the raft bottom out on the stone,
Is this just like in his backyard
you know
that he
that
filmed
they
this,
have
or out in the
lost a
street?
little bit of
That's
time.
second place. Hey.
Will it matter? It might have. Just under 9/10 down, they slot into second place. As we get ready for the halfway point of the heat.
Riding Glacier.
Gliding Glaciers. Down they come, and they briefly
I
got
was just about
stopped.
to say, I have a
Should
feeling
they
they're
have
gonna get
held
stuck.
up and not gone any further?
10 minutes left.
That did catch them a bit off guard. And I think their instinct, of course, as competitors, is to keep going, try to fix it. But we have seen there is advantage to getting caught and leaving it because you do get another run. Of course, that option is there for everybody. A lot of marbles not choosing to use that, however. They are trying to
because
get
they
this
want to
first
try to
run
get
done,
as much
even if it does
ahead
lose
as
them
possible.
time. The boat is spinning across the line. They aren't exactly perpendicular as they come across. 2.52, good enough for 4th, midway among those who have already gone. Well, if you're just joining us, we are downriver rafting here in the Marble League.
Currently, Raspberry Racers are ahead. Team Primary, Chocolatiers, Gliding Glacier, Millennium, Minty Maniacs. If you do better than Balls of Chaos and Midnight Wisps, you probably should do better than Midnight Wisps at least. You'll not be last. I mean, it's kind of weird. Balls of Chaos are probably going to get a point out of this, or because they didn't finish, they don't get anything. We'll see at the end.
Each team getting 2 attempts. Some have needed it. Others have managed on the first go right away. Raspberry Racers hold the top spot for a team that was 6th the last time this event was run some 3 years ago. Water conditions, cold. It is running quickly. The Shining Swarm come up now. Long hold in the gate. Down they come, and immediately they turn sideways. They picked up a leaf as well. That is not going to help their maneuverability. They've managed to shake it off. But then it goes side by side with them.
And the fact that I have to make that joke
down
enough
incrementally.
Is turn the Swift the marble? I guess in the marble world too, it is.
Beating side to side against the
he's
edges
a marble
of this river.
What do they think of the camera guy? In this world, is it a bunch of marbles?
However,
like
they have kept the boat pointing for the most part straight down this drop. That was well navigated until the exit. Now you see the spinning, the back and forth. They are trying to get it under control.
They're getting last.
You do not want to be out of control
At least they finished,
through the drops.
Almost last.
Instead, they have managed to finish, but nearly 5 seconds off. That is only good enough for 6th. And now, a roar from the crowd. Many people came down to this stream to watch this team, our gold medalists, from the first time this event happened. The Green Ducks, the hosts of the Marble League this year.
Named after Hank Green, after helping Joe get his
What can they do? Can they put together another medal-winning run? They're looking pretty good so far. Can they keep it off of the vegetation? Green, in this case,
this is how you
not
do
good
a water
for the Green Ducks. But they do manage to get through the first salvo, down through the second drop. Everybody stays seated.
Change your name. You're not.
And they pick up the pace. They're getting it turned a little. They've rotated the boat once. Across the line, it's a 38 and change, it looked like. Oh, just shy of 38, 37.89. That is good enough for 3rd. There's still a lot of runners left. But tentatively, the Green Ducks are hanging on by their webbed feet to a podium and a medal. The Bumblebees. They descend our 6th place team in the Marble League. They get caught right by the first drop. They've lost a marble as well, and they are going to opt to redo it.
Bumblebees in water.
Now,
I don't think bumblebees in
this
water
can be a luxury, yes, but this can also ramp up the pressure so much more because there is no do-over after this. And because they got caught so high up on the course, they have very little to go off of in terms of reading the stream.
They're better than
to do it on the fly.
They get stuck right out of the gate.
The bumblebees have wings. Through the greenery, trying to brush their way through. They get it back into the middle of the stream, through the next drop.
They're actually doing well in this.
Well handled on the exit.
No, they're actually doing really well.
You don't want to rotate too much here. One turn is often not terrible, but you don't want to do 2.
3rd place. Green Ducks
lazily drift across the line. What was the time?
2nd.
They move into 2nd. 2 tenths off. The Bumblebees are now in a medal position. And unfortunately, that no longer is the case for the Green Ducks. Quick in the gate, and off go the Crazy Cat's Eyes. They briefly get hung up. 4th place team. Ooh. Not ideal. Now they pick it up. Rotating.
Great angle you made, Bill. But seriously, who's the camera crew in this?
Keeping it in the middle.
A bunch of marbles with a helicopter.
Very careful about where they place it. They avoided a lot of that greenery rather admirably, but they've lost 2 marbles. They keep 2 up in the middle, up at the front. Oh, but this run just went away from them as they limp across the line. They got hung up several times, and then the boat rolls afterward. 10th for the Crazy Cat's Eyes. My goodness.
That's basically last, but
they were 9th in this
event.
Back in 19.
Oh, speeders. Oh my goodness, here we go.
The Savage Speeders.
The primary was originally in 2nd, now they're in 3rd. The primary still has
slowly banking side to side. Not a great exit from the first drop. They're trying to keep that boat going straight.
Yeah, they're doing good in the vegetation.
Especially as they get down toward the next drop. Through this jungle portion.
For some reason, that the Jungle Cruise movie in my head.
They made it, and through the second drop. All 4 marbles are still there.
They're doing pretty well now.
One rotation. And
Hey,
across they come. They were a little high on the edge there, but they didn't lose too much time.
So fourth
Under a
place, that moves
second.
Green Ducks to fifth
Behind
place.
our
That
leaders,
still
they
gives
move
them
into fourth.
11 points so far. That's still a good haul.
Team Galactic.
So
Third in the
provided
standings.
they'll at least be down to 8th place, depending on how these next 3 teams do.
Galactic. Fourth, just off of the podium. The last time in this event,
Pretty good.
37-4. That boat was very close to losing control, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But they managed to
Doing
keep
great
it going.
at the moment.
They got no penalty points last time.
Well, looks like they're
Really,
gonna
there
get
weren't a
first.
ton of teams that did back then.
Oh, no,
Just the bottom three of 16.
They lost it.
Team Galactic, a decent run
No, I think
by
that's
the eye comes across, and it's a top 5. With just a couple
Green Ducks
Marble
are 6.
teams
They
to
get
go.
10 points.
Raspberry Racers have to be wondering, what will their fate be? It's in the hands, in part, of the O'Rangers. Just 12th in 19.
They get stuck on the side.
Second overall in the Marble League. For this year, oh, that was an impact with some bit of debris, and that slowed them down. They have to find some time in the bottom part of this course. If you listen very carefully, you can hear when the boat hits against the rock. But doing a decent job, though, of correcting some of the twist.
No.
Up until this point, when a lot of teams have the boat rotate on them, they managed to almost tail slide coming across, but it's only good enough for 10th. The O'Rangers lost 4 seconds on that run to the leaders.
All right,
now
Pinkies.
finally, the team in the top spot
If they
so
do better
far in
than
the
the
Marble
Rangers,
League. The Pinkies
then
are off,
They can at least get some points gained.
and they are dragging a stick with them, it looks like. Oh, that puts them out of sorts coming through that drop, and the
Do they even have any
complexion
marbles? I
of
can't
those
even see 'em.
marbles with the raft makes it very difficult to see how many are on there. I think there are still 4 marbles on there.
I was just commenting on
But that stick had to slow them down. That was an impact on something. Almost came to a complete stop. This is not looking good for the Pinkies. If they can just keep it going through the bottom part of this course.
Pretty far.
They're picking up speed. That's about the straightest that I've seen a raft come over, and they move into second. 300ths off the leaders. The Pinkies have nabbed silver
Primary now in 4th, Green Ducks now in 6th.
for a run that had so much that needed fixing.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Pinkies are the favorite to win this Marble League. Like, no joke. Oh, Green Ducks at 7th. Ah, crap. Oh, not last. That's still. They did so bad, but because Midnight Wisps got stuck on their second attempt so early up the course, Balls and Gas get 1 point. Oh, man, that is bad. That is horrible.
So many near disasters. The Pinkies hang on, but it's the Raspberry Racers who capture gold in rafting.
Primary don't get a medal.
Bumblebees with the bronze. Those top 3 separated by just 0.2 of a second.
There's no law. We're not
That
in
was
it.
a tremendous event, with disaster waiting around every turn, every rapid, every plant overhanging the stream. And look at how waterlogged those marbles look. But I don't think they care one bit.
As she says.
They're going to let that water roll off of them like water off of,
Ducks back.
oh, I don't know. There's some saying with that. Well, either way, the
Come on,
Pinkies,
Redwoods.
with that result, keep the top.
Well, Pinkies still have 19 points on our Rangers, so still going to take a silver at least to overcome them. But Galactic is right there, and Bumblebees. They would need a silver to tie or a gold to pass them. Next event, 5 meter. Oh gosh, the sprint. Now we get to the sprint in a couple days. Well, tomorrow from when this video posts. Okay. Midnight Wisps are in last, and Balls of Chaos are right there with them. Yeah, that about sums them up. Green Ducks, 7th place.
Spot. Okay. And they are now well clear of the O'Rangers. Team Galactic back there in 3rd. Bumblebees also knotted with them. Savage Speeders come next. Crazy Cat's Eyes and the Green Ducks Down there in 7th, it's the Midnight Wisps, dead last in the standings. As
That's
we
probably
move on to the 5-meter sprint next time out, we hope that you will join us.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, we'll see you in the next one. Sorry this video is late, but, busy. Alright, see you in the next one, everyone. Did your team do well? Pinkies are the big shot right now. I know there's probably, 16 events? Currently, they're leading halfway through, but all it takes is one gold to get ahead, and that favors the Rangers, Galactic, and Wisps. We'll see what happens. Alright, see you in the next one. Goodbye.